Good evening, and welcome to the 613th meeting of the City of Laurel Planning Commission. We've had a few changes to the Planning Commission. We've got some new alternates and some new folks. Unfortunately, we have a number of people under the weather, so we're wishing Mr. Kish and folks speedy recovery, but we'll be able to conduct business. Madam Clerk, if you call the roll.
Council President Clark, Mr. Wilson,
Here?
Mr. Welford,
Here.
Mr. Grant,
Here.
Mr. Spalding, Mr. Smith, Mr. Kish. You have a quorum.
The minutes of the Planning Commission every month, and if anybody would like to make a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the October 22nd, 2024 meeting as received from staff.
Thank you, Mr. Weldon.
Mr. Chairman, I second the motion.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Welford,
Yes.
Mr. Grant,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Agenda item number 3, we've had some changes to the commission, and we're down a couple of people, and we need to elect a new chair. So we'll take nominations for chair of the Planning Commission.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to nominate Rick Wilson as the new chair for the Planning Commission for the 2024.
Thank you.
2025.
2025. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I second the motion.
Okay, it looks like I've been volunteered. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Welford,
Yes.
Mr. Grant,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
I accept. Thank
Motion
you all very
carries.
much. And now nominations for vice chair.
Mr. President, I make a motion to nominate Mr. Kish for the Vice President's position.
And I would like to second the motion.
Please call the roll.
Mr. Grant,
Yes.
Mr. Welford,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
I vote yes, and thank Mr. Kish for staying on as vice.
Motion carries.
All right, let's move on to item number 5, which is a special exception for application number 963 at 349 Main Street, filed by Myste, I believe that's how that's pronounced, Lounge, for recommendation to the Board of Appeals. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, Chair and Commission members. This is Taylor Harvey with ECD presenting the staff report. Special exception application number 963 was filed on October 23rd by Timito Papula to add live entertainment to a cigar lounge, Miss Lounge, located at 349 Main Street, Unit 1. The applicant proposes to provide live entertainment from Wednesday through Sunday nights from 5:30 p.m. to 12 a.m. Live entertainment will include a live DJ. The applicant proposes having security on the property during hours of live entertainment to perform duties such as checking IDs, enforcing smoking policies, and monitoring the entrance and exit areas. On November 6, 2024, the security plan, justification statement, and floor plan asking for comments were sent to state, local agencies, and a memorandum was sent to City of Laurel departments. Comments from local, state, and City of Laurel departments were stated in the staff report. On November 15th, 2024, the letter explaining the nature of the application, advising of the scheduled hearings before the City of Laurel Planning Commission was sent to standard mail to all contingency property owners. Staff recommends the City of Laurel Planning Commission recommend approval to the City of Laurel Board of Appeals for special exception application number 963 with the following conditions. Number 1, the applicant shall obtain all applicable City of Laurel permits. Number 2, the applicant shall comply with all federal, state, and local laws, regulations for protection of the use of the property. Number 3, no external speakers for live or pre-recorded entertainment shall be permitted. The DJ or live band shall be stationed indoors or in closed spaces. Number 4, the applicant shall obtain updated capacity certificate via Fire Marshal's Department. Number 5, the applicant shall adhere to regulations set forth by the City of Laurel noise ordinance at all times of operation. Number 6, the applicant shall adhere to approved hours of operation stated in the technical staff report, and if changed, notify the city. Concludes my reading of my report. Thank you. The applicant is here for any questions.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions from the commission?
None at this time.
We have no questions. If you'd like to make a statement, sir, you're more than welcome.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Just if you do, just give your name and address for the record.
My name is Tim Papula, 349 Main Street, Unit 1, Laurel, Maryland. I'm really excited to be here. Miss Lounge has really been doing a great thing in the city, and we look forward to working with the city and continue this relationship.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Are there apartments upstairs?
No, the offices upstairs.
Oh, that's the office?
Yes.
I
yes,
see.
yes.
And but you are connected by a wall to the cupcake store?
Yes. They operate different hours than we do.
I see.
So whenever they're closed, we're just starting to open.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they
Thank you
close
very
about
much.
5 o'clock, yes.
I have a question for you.
Sir.
Can you explain a bit about the entertainment aspect of your business? You're going to have bands there or something to that effect?
We don't expect to. We're primarily going to have DJ is what it is. For the most part, that's really the crowd is looking for entertainment while they're in the space. There's a possibility we may have bands. There have been a couple of people that have asked for private events, and they would like to bring in their own bands. So we just want to have the flexibility to be able to support them.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Let me open the public hearing on this at 6:07 PM. Other than the applicant, I have nobody else signed up to speak. Would anybody like to speak on this application? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing at 6:08. Any other questions or discussions? I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a motion to approve the special exception application number 963 for 349 Main Street, filed by Myste Lounge, for recommendation to the Board of Appeals.
Do I have a second?
Mr.
Thank you, Mr. Spalding. Call the roll.
Mr. Welford,
Yes.
Mr. Grant,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. We'll go to agenda item number 6, which is a special exception application number 964 for 13600 Baltimore Avenue, Suite 400, filed by Amigo's Mexican Grill for recommendation to the Board of Appeals. Yes, sir.
Good evening. Chair and Commission members, my name is Justin Thornton with ECD, presenting the staff report. On October 28, 2024, ECD received a special exception application 964 by Freddie Salmoran for the property located at 13600 Baltimore Ave, Unit 400. The applicant is seeking special exception approval to have live entertainment, a DJ, and a small band. Amigo's Mexican Grill currently operates this property, and the following times for live entertainment will be as follows. It will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. The managers, employees, and security personnel will work as a team in every phase for security implementation and security cameras to make sure all properties are always safe and secure. The applicant will employ security staff on both levels to establish and perform duties such as checking IDs, monitoring the entrance, exit, and parking areas. On November 24th, 2024, staff sent a memorandum requesting comments to city departments, Laurel Department of Public Works, Department of Fire Marshal and Permit Services, and Laurel Police Department, and the Department of Parks and Recreation. The memorandum was also sent to a number of outer agencies. All comments can be found in the staff report. The applicant has acknowledged all comments and will make necessary revisions if applicable. On November 18, 2024, documentation was received by the applicant attesting to a zoning sign that has been placed on the subject property and has remained and shall remain until a decision is reached by the Board of Appeals. On November 12, 2024, a letter explaining the nature of the application and advising of scheduled public hearings before the City of Laurel's Planning Commission was sent by standard mail to all contiguous property owners. Staff recommends the City of Laurel Planning Commission approve the special application for 13600 Baltimore Avenue, Suite 400, with the following conditions. The applicant shall obtain all applicable City of Laurel permits. The applicant shall comply with all federal, state, and local laws and regulations for protection of the use of the property. No external speakers for live or pre-recorded entertainment shall be permitted. The DJ or live band shall be stationed indoors and in an enclosed space. The applicant shall obtain an updated capacity certificate via the Fire Marshal's Department. The applicant shall adhere to the regulations set forth by the City of Laurel Noise Ordinance at all times of operation. The applicant shall adhere to approve hours of operation stated in the technical staff report, and if changed, shall notify the city. This concludes my report, and the applicant is here for questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thornton. Is there any questions for staff? No. I do have one. Do we have any other places in town that have live entertainment currently? I don't remember approving one, that's why I'm,
No, we have had some, that we have done, and you guys have approved,
okay.
so, yes.
But this will be the first one with a liquor license as well? Okay. All right.
I have a question. They'll be providing securities on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, right? Does the city have any criterias that these security personnel have to measure up to?
I believe the city ordinance says that there needs to be a security person in place, and the applicant, Amigo's Mexican Grill, does appear to that ordinance by having a security civilian there. And they said that they are committed to doing all the necessary security measures, such as checking IDs, monitoring the area, and making sure the premises are safe. So, yes, we do have the ordinance, and the applicant does appear to it.
And they've met your criteria?
Yes.
Okay, because, this is very important. It takes a long time for a city to build a reputation, and that reputation can be ruined in 15 minutes on a Saturday night or Friday night or Thursday night. It's very, very, very important that the standards are clearly set forth, that whoever jumps that guardrail knows the game is over, right? Yes. Good.
Mr. Grant, this is Director Burrow. Before any approval, before we even go forward, the police department does a thorough review of the security plan. So before we even let them go to the next stage of even paying for the, after we do pre-construction, send the memos, the police department will ensure us that that security plan is adequate enough for them to approve. So before they do anything, we won't even allow them to go forward if police department is not approved of that security plan.
Great, fantastic. Thanks for that.
Yes.
Thank you. The applicant? Welcome, Mr. Carter. Give your name and address for the record, please.
Good evening. My name is Benjamin Carter, Carter Law LLC. Our address is 11720 Beltsville Drive, Suite 100, Beltsville, Maryland, 20705. And I want to thank the Planning Commission for hearing us tonight, and I also want to take a moment and thank the Department of Economic and Community Development and their entire staff. They've been a pleasure to work with throughout this entire process, and they've always have been in the past, and we look forward to continue working with them in the future. I want to touch on one thing based on Commissioner Grant's question about the security plans and security in general. tonight's hearing is the first of 3 hearings that we have to go through before we can get the entertainment license. Should this commission recommend the approval, obviously we'll have to go before the Laurel Board of Appeals. Additionally, after that, we'll also have to go before the Prince George's County Liquor Board.
Right.
And part of that process, and I think this is what Mr. Burrows alluded to, is that the Prince George's County Police Department, through that process, will review the security plan thoroughly, and then make a recommendation to the Liquor Board as to whether or not the security plan is adequate. For anyone that's had the pleasure of working with Corporal Hunt from the Prince George's County Police Department, and I mean pleasure in the most serious way possible, he's fantastic to work with. He takes his job extremely seriously, and he cares very, very much about ensuring that the businesses with entertainment permits in Prince George's County adhere to community standards and are able to continue to operate in a first-class manner, even though they're adding a new element to their mode of operations. And briefly touching on their mode of operations, I do think it's important to note that my clients are devoted to running a restaurant first and foremost. And I think 2 things really attest to that. First, the entertainment at Amigos is going to be limited to the bar area. So while you may hear some entertainment if you're sitting in the dining room will not have the DJs, the dining room will not have the bands. And the other factor is that my clients have been open for close to a year, and they're now just making this decision to move forward with entertainment because they wanted to make sure that the restaurant was running the way that they think it needs to operate before adding that element. And with that, if the commission has any questions for me, I'm more than happy to answer them.
No questions.
I just want to make sure. So we have two security reviews, one by Laurel City PD, and then as part of the liquor license change, I guess that's.
Yeah, yes.
Because they already have a liquor license, this will be adding to it.
Yeah, the entertainment, to have entertainment after 9 p.m. in Prince George's County, you need a special, they call it an entertainment permit, but it's actually, when it issues, it's basically an updated liquor license saying you're approved to have entertainment. And the Prince George's County Police Department reviews security plans for any applicant for an entertainment permit.
Okay, that's new to me. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Carter.
Thank you.
Willing to entertain a motion, gentlemen.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve the special exemption application number 964-1360 Baltimore Avenue, Suite 400, filed by Amigo Mexican Grill for recommendation to the Board of Appeals.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second the motion.
Thank you. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Grant,
Yes.
Mr. Welford,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
To agenda item number 7, special exception number 965 for 14933 Baltimore Avenue, filed by Fogata Tequila Bar and Mexican Kitchen for recommendation to the Board of Appeals.
Good evening
Mr.
again, Commission members. On October 29, 2024, ECD received a special exception application 965 by Freddie Salmoran for the property located at 14933 Baltimore Ave, Laurel, Maryland. The applicant is seeking special exception approval to have live entertainment, a DJ, and a small band. La Fogata currently operates on this property. The following entertainment nights are as follows. This will be happening from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m., which is closing. The applicant proposes to host entertainment in the main dining room and in the lower level event space. The applicant will employ security staff on both levels of the establishment to perform duties such as checking IDs and monitoring the entrance, exit, and parking areas. On November 5th, 2024, staff sent a memorandum requesting comments to city departments, Laurel Department of Public Works, Department of the Fire Marshal and Permit Services, and the Laurel Police Department, as well as the Department of Parks and Recreation. A memorandum was also sent to other following outer agencies. All comments can be found in the staff report, and the applicant has acknowledged the comments and will make necessary revisions if applicable. On November 18, 2024, documentation was received by the applicant attesting that a zoning sign has been placed on the subject property, has remained and shall remain until a decision is reached by the Board of Appeals. On November 12, 2024, a letter explaining the nature of the application and advising the scheduled public hearings before the City of Laurel Planning Commission was sent by standard mail to all contiguous property owners. Staff recommends the City of Laurel Planning Commission approve the special exception application for 965 for 14933 Baltimore Ave with the following conditions. The applicant shall obtain all applicable City of Laurel permits. The applicant shall comply with federal, state, and local laws and regulations for protection of the use of the property. No external speakers for live or pre-recorded entertainment shall be permitted. The DJ and/or live band shall be stationed indoors in an enclosed area. The applicant shall obtain an updated capacity certificate via the Fire Marshal's Department. The applicant shall adhere to the regulations set forth by the City of Laurel's noise ordinance at all times of operation. The applicant shall adhere to the approved hours of operation stated in the technical staff report, and if any changed, shall notify the city. This concludes my report, and the applicant is here for questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for staff?
No questions.
Mr. Carter? Just for the record, please.
Good evening again. For the record, my name is Benjamin Carter from Carter Law LLC, 11720 Beltsville Drive, Suite 100, Beltsville, Maryland, 20705. Mr. Chairman and members of the Planning Commission, this application is very similar to the last one we submitted. Two slight differences, and I've just conferred with my clients on this. Well, we are requesting the special exception to have authorized entertainment 7 days a week. It's not their intent to regularly have that. The real reason for requesting 7 days a week is that when they have private events, they anticipate sometimes entertainment being requested. On a regular basis, they only plan to have entertainment on weekends. And beyond that, I just want to reiterate everything that was previously said with respect to Amigos. My clients are experienced restaurant operators. This will be their 6th restaurant. They have experience with live entertainment at other locations, and they've never had any issues. But they are a restaurant first and foremost. And, you know, I hope you guys can tell they really take pride in being part of the City of Laurel based on them going into a second location so close to their first location. And they really look forward to be a working member of this community and working with the community to ensure that La Fogata continues to operate in a first-class manner.
Thank you. Any questions for the applicant?
Where was their other location?
So it's the same ownership group behind Amigos right across the street. And then they have 3 locations in Anne Arundel County, and they have 1 location across the bridge in not Queenstown, but Stevensville.
And they all have,
One of their locations in Anne Arundel County does, and they've in Broadneck or Arnold, right on the other side of the Bay Bridge, or our side, but the other side from Stevensville. They've had entertainment there for some time, and they've never had any issues.
thank you.
Any other questions?
Quick question. Now, 7 days a week?
They will not be having it 7 days a week, but we're requesting permission to be able to have it because they plan on having live entertainment during private events. And when there's private events, you know, will be whenever the person booking it wants it.
So someone decides to have a private event on a Sunday and they request entertainment. Your organization will allow that?
If the entertainment is requested in a manner that's compliant with the law, my clients will do their best to honor their customer's request.
Right. Do we know of any other business like this in Laurel allows us 7-day events on Sundays and things like that? I'm not sure. So can you address that?
Good evening again. This is Deputy Director Burrow. At the moment, I can't think of none, but because how the live entertainment is written, it doesn't specify what days they allow. I mean, as a chairperson, you can make an addendum if you feel that it's best for them to have live entertainment every day. You can make that request, but per the ordinance, it allows for live entertainment as long as they meet it. It doesn't specify the days that they can have it.
And just to add on that note, if I may, With the entertainment permit that will have to get issued by the liquor board, that doesn't have any restrictions on the days of the week that live entertainment can be offered either. But again, it's not their intent to regularly offer entertainment on days other than Fridays and Saturdays at La Fogata. Thank you.
Signed up to speak, so I don't have anybody. Does anybody like to speak on this? Open up the public hearing at, what time is it? 6:25. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Gentlemen, I'll take a motion, if you're so inclined.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a motion for the special exception application number 965 for 14933 Baltimore Avenue, followed by La Fogata Tequila Bar and Mexican Kitchen, for the recommendation to the Board of Appeals.
Thank you, Mr. Welford. Mr. Grant?
I second the motion.
Thank you. Madam Clerk?
Mr. Welford,
Yes.
Mr. Grant,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson. Motion carries.
Much, thank you and good luck. Seems like Laurel's going to have a lot of live entertainment over the next few months. Good luck. Thank you. Would you like to introduce any, I don't know if Mr. Braden is still here?
Yes, good evening again, Mr. Chair and fellow council members. I'd like to introduce our new Deputy Director, Mr. Sam Braden, before he comes out of Anne Arundel County.
We won't hold that against you, sir.
So if he wants to speak, he can, but introducing our new Deputy Director, Mr. Sam Braden IV.
Welcome. Be looking forward to seeing more of you, sir. And I know you'll be a great addition to an extremely well-run ECD that has a history going back to 1871, where Laurel had, zoning and land use. I don't think enough of our citizens appreciate what that really means, that we can control our own land use here locally. And I think it's just so important, and it requires an investment of staff and this kind of thing. And so I think we'll look forward to working with you, sir, and congratulations on adding staff, because I know we've needed it. If there's no other business in front of the commission, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
I don't know,
Mr. Chairman, make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
in a second. We're adjourned. I think it's a privilege motion. I don't think I need a second.